Hey guys, this is Elfo, and I am back. Now, the reason that I haven't posted is not because of my, average negligence, but because my computer's USB ports actually weren't working, which means I couldn't record. I couldn't plug in my camera into my laptop to actually record a Pokemon battle um, or use my good mic, which I'm currently using, to talk over it. So, unfortunately, I have not been able to post any YouTube videos, but hopefully this first I am back, and hopefully I will be for a while and post relatively consistently, at least for me. So this game was against someone by the name of Devvoke, I believe his name was. I decided to leave my Rhydon because I do see that he has a Moltres, so I know if I can get those Stealth Rocks up, that I can definitely really hurt that Moltres when it comes in. So I do go for Stealth Rocks because I do see a route to Ferrothorn, but I know that he's probably going to be tempted to go for Stealth Rocks right off the bat because he expects me to switch. I mean I am 4 times weak to the Power Whip, but so I do predict correctly, so I'm kind of stuttering a little bit. And then I go into my Zangoose because I was thinking that I could probably take a Power Whip or a Toxic if he goes for it. And fortunately, I get the best case scenario, and he does go for Toxic. It would have sucked if he went for a Paralysis, but I didn't think he would because I did have my Rhydon in and that he would have been immune. So I figured it was pretty safe going to my Zangoose. So one of the reasons I really wanted to get the Zangoose in against this Ferrothorn is because I knew that this Ferrothorn really would have hurt my team. If, like, he probably would have walled my entire team if I had lost my main checks to it. So, obviously it is an overused Pokemon. This is supposed to be a rarely used match, but the guy that I requested a battle from didn't actually bring totally, rarely used Pokemon, like this Moltres and like that Ferrothorn. So, but it's kind of interesting when they do that. So I do go for a second close combat, knowing that none of my other moves would have taken out that Ferrothorn, and I really didn't want to mess around with it, and that nothing on his team really would have liked taking close combat, even this Moltres. So I know that either I'm gonna die here, and he's gonna outspeed, or he's gonna be a more bulky set, and I'm going to be able to take him out with a Facade. So he decides to go for Roost, possibly predicting a switch, thinking that I might want to save this Zangoose, but I don't. I just go for Facade and take out that Moltres. Unfortunately, I am going to die to Toxic damage after I kill him out. I take him out. So whatever. Now it's a blind switch. I go into my Rhydon, he goes into Spiritomb. I actually am I don't have too much of a problem with this matchup, because I know that I don't really want anything else burned. So, I'll stay in if he goes Will-O-Wisp, and if he doesn't, then this Rhydon can really take on a Spiritomb well. Unfortunately, it is kind of the lesser of the two things I would have liked, and he does go for Will-O-Wisp. But seeing how much that Earthquake does, I figure I will be able to win this engagement eventually, especially that Spiritomb's really only move tends to be Sucker Punch, and I am defensive, so it's not going to be doing anything. But he actually decides to go for Curse on this play, take himself out, and inflict me with a Curse. Now, this actually, so after burn damage and Curse, that is going to do quite a lot, but I don't really mind that much because I can just switch off, and I do actually have Rest on this Rhydon, so I'm really not that worried about that. So he brings in his Electivire. I decide to go in my Galvantula, predicting a Brick Break or a Cross Chop. He actually goes for a Protect, and seeing that, I think he might not have, well, I think he actually might want to switch out, because I do resist his two main attacks, which would be, fighting and electric. Unfortunately, he actually stays in, goes for Ice Punch, breaks my sub, and after that damage from Substitute, I'm not going to be able to take him out with a Bug Buzz or live another Ice Punch, because I am actually Expert Belted. So now I go into my Munchlax, and this was kind of risky. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I guess I didn't have much I really wanted to take on this Electivire with. But I guess I figured that if he had Brick Break or Cross Chop, he would have gone for it against my Rhydon, but that probably wasn't a great assumption. So now I begin his Ferrothorn, hoping that I don't have Fire Punch and that he can regain some of his HP with Leech Seed. Fortunately, I actually do, so he can't restore his health, and I do take him out with a Fire Punch. And that is why I do run that Fire Punch, because, obviously Steel's a main resist of normal, and I can take care of that. So now I brings his Nidoking. Now I assume that this is probably one of the more common, like, Scuffed or Specs or Life Orbs special sets, but then I see a Toxic Spike, so then I assume it's more defensive, so I'm guaranteed to outspeed him. But then I see that he actually outspeeds me and takes me out with a physical Mega Horn, which caught me completely off guard. Normal special sets would not have been able to hurt me at all, like for super effect damage, and I could have taken him out. But because he's a physical set, I'm really pretty much screwed. I decided to go to my Rhydon and hope I can survive an Earthquake because I'm defensive, but that was pretty foolhardy. And now, as following turn, I'm forced to go on my Raichu and hope a Hidden Power Ice will take him out. Now I say I hope because this is actually a mixed Raichu with Volt Tackle, Brick Break, and then Hidden Power Ice and Agility. So because I'm hardly invested in Special Attack, that's not going to take him out, even after Life Orb Recoil. So because of that, I think I've definitely lost the match. Down my Munchlax, he can just easily take him out with an Earthquake on my physical side, and that is going to be the game. So, but instead he actually goes for Smackdown, and he says he did that because he misclicked. And if that's true, which I'm sure it is, because there's no real reason to lie, unless he just, I don't know why he'd make that mistake, because he did not seem like that bad of a player. That really sucks for him, because he could have easily had the game right there. So now he's supposed to go into his last Pokemon, which is his Mesprit, and then he actually makes another bad play, and he goes to Thunderbolt over Psychic. Now this extra power and stab on it may have actually allowed him to win, but because I am specially bulky and that's non-stab, I am able to take a few of those, wake up, and then go for a Body Slam. Another nice thing is that this really doesn't matter. This doesn't really matter after he locked himself in the Thunderbolt, but I did get that Paralysis first turn, which just kind of shortens the game. So I do keep on going for Body Slam, but because Body Slam isn't doing as much as I would like, I do just go for Rest here, because I don't want to, I feel like I got pretty lucky with him not going for Earthquake, and he went for Smackdown instead, so I decided I might as well guarantee my win. Because if he had actually gotten it fully, if he had fully paralyzed me there, he had paralyzed me and then I would have gotten fully paralyzed, he could have won. So I decided to play it safe and rest up. So I do just sleep for a couple more turns. He hits me with a couple Thunderbolts and then gets fully paralyzed one of the turns. And then after I wake up, I just proceed to take him out with 2 Body Slams. So that is going to be the game. I thought it was kind of interesting how I actually, just turned around at the end due to a misclick. It was a pretty close game. Obviously, that Ferrothorn and Nidoking and Moltres, who actually don't belong in RU, did mess me up, but I ended up squeaking away a victory. So I hope you guys enjoyed that game. Hopefully it makes up for my past absence. But, yep, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.